to... I definitely have to give it to the white camp. And it might be some of my favoritism showing, but let's close these tips. We don't need these tips, as we will get all of these gentlemen sorted out. Oh no. There we are, all set. So Braum, starting out with that relic shield, Morgana with her spell thief's edge, pretty standard. But Morgana with an early ward. It looks like both teams are posturing in the river. White camp is actually going to try to invade VS's blue, pushing Rambo and Valorant out of lane. Valorant able to drop a ward on that blue will give them vision of it, and it looks like the white camp will just drop a deep ward in, knowing that they can't get anything done too much. Meanwhile, top, three-man invade coming out. Waffle looks like he's posturing to take that blue away, knowing that Brio is going to start at his crump. But Brio is going to recall, and they might get caught out with their pants down if they decide to stay. No, Brio just juking the casters. Oh my goodness. As he is going to start down with his bot lane, and it looks like unless Tay catches this, he might face check this. He drops the ward, sees Waffle and plays Walker. Some poke goes down, but Tay is managed to make it out alive. Coach Tyler goes in for the poke as well. Gets greeted by a sapling hiding in the bush. And it looks like Brio is just going to start at this red, while Waffle is going to try to 3-buff Brio. Now, it's going to be interesting on whether or not Brio is going to smite the red. No, it doesn't look like it. He's going to save that smite, so smite will be up for him. Now the decision to just trade buffs. Some poke coming in, and it looks like with always bring your support, guys, when you're trying to invade the enemy jungle. And good on Brio for calling. For calling Kabazko with him, as both junglers from both teams are just going to trade buffs. So pretty even there. No real benefit. Maybe just a little bit of a pain. Kabazko is going to be still level 1 coming into level 2 lane, though, considering that he had to keep Brio safe. But here comes the exhaust being dropped, flash being forced out of both Rambo and Valorant. Nice early gank from Brio. Looney Tune going on to Zed. Lots of poke coming in as both mid laners are dropped pretty low. Taylor asserting his dominance in the top lane. As I said, he knows the matchup pretty well. And Planeswalker just needs to remember to recognize the power of Mega Gnar. As things are shaping up, both junglers have yet to back for their jungle item, though. I'm not sure. Waffle is sitting at his red and not doing anything. I'm wondering if there may be a pause. I'm a little worried because he has yet to move, but there he is. He's trying to see spots out of ward in the river. Will be able to clear that out. Might come again next time. Looney Tune is pretty low on mana, as he has been consistently poking. Looney Tune flashing red. Nice binding coming up to Kabazko, but the wrong person that they want to go for, as he is dropped for the left there. Waffle comes in for round 2 on Coach Tyler, holding on to that flash. Will just pop a pot, but does take Shurikens to the face. As both mid laners are toying with danger here, as Coach Tyler will call in Brio for a gank, knows that there's no ward in there, as the top laners duke it out. health bars are not moving as both top laners are really tanky. Planeswalker able to heal up thanks to that Maokai passive. Now, there is a small discrepancy in ADC farm coming out with both ADCs. Rambo coming out ahead of that trade, up almost 10 CS now. Planeswalker dropping a little mana, poking Tay just a bit. Warding from VS is great right now. They have full vision of all the jungles. Early pinks coming out from Planeswalker. We'll keep him safe from any Brio ganks. CS for both teams pretty even right now. A little bit of discrepancy in the mid lane, that is to be expected. Tier picked up for Tyler right now. He will be stacking that, working towards that Archangel Staff. And Tay actually going back first for the top laners. Will just walk back into lane, saving his teleport, considering the fact that the wave is not pushed up. Planeswalker doing a great job keeping the lane frozen to his side. Brio will come down bot lane, but thanks to the Raptor Oracles, he will spot out that trinket in the tri-bush. Pretty slow game so far. The white cam coming up just a bit ahead, thanks to the CS differential in mid. Everything, though, even so far. Waffle comes out for a little bit to say hello, but Brio is there for the counter gank. Both teams posturing as 3 members are down in the bot lane and trying to see if they can sneak an early dragon, but it doesn't look like it. Tay finally will poke his head into the river and take out that pink ward. 100 gold down in the bucket, but the catalyst finally picked up for Planeswalker. He will be able to sustain quite well. Both top laners greeting each other. Tay getting the worst end of this trade as he is forced to retreat. Nice ulti pop by Planeswalker. I don't think this is a fight that Tay wants to take. Is forced to flash out as Megadar runs out, and he will retreat back to his tower. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Tyler is doing quite a bit of poke to Looney Tune, mind you. Bot Twisted Advance dropping Tay quite low. He is toying quite dangerously, but he can't afford to back and miss out a wave and a half of CS. As he is forced to say, nice block on that zap by Kabazco. As Jinx is now running away with a CS advantage. Waffle right, saying hello in mid, not able to do much. And surprisingly very quiet game so far. Both teams just posturing and feeling each other out. Both teams are actually playing with a lot of respect to each other. No fancy dives here. Waffle will secure his blue. Well, his own blue, actually, finally getting the timer for that as he makes his way down to the Dragon Pit, looking away at that Scuttle, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is. As both ADCs have yet to go back. I'm not too sure how much gold they're sitting on right now. Jinx actually is sitting on about 2k, both even on gold, despite the CS differential. That Relic Shield definitely paying dividends to Tristana, helping her stay in lane, all nice and healthy. Meanwhile, it looks like the rotations are coming down from the white camp. A nice death mark going on to Coach Tyler, but Brio is there to peel for him. A nice disengage happening. Death mark not doing enough damage as Looney Tune is only sitting on that Cutlass. Meanwhile, in the top lane, both top laners, actually, Tay has teleport advantage as they try to trade back and forth. Now, pings are going down at the spot. Brio rotating to that dragon. Nice block by Kabasco. Doing a great job of protecting his ADC. But it looks like this top lane is at a deadlock right now. Nice exhaust drop on Rando, but Black Shield is going to keep him safe. Brio can't make anything, considering the fact that the Black Shield was preventing any CC that he could have maybe put down. That Morgana pick was a great addition to the VS squad, making sure that Jinx, with no mobility, was able to lane safely against the CC heavy white camp. Now it's an interesting pick, and I should say that I do trust Inte for his itemization, but a Hex Drinker picked up first, able to do a lot of damage and stay safe against that poke. Wants to go a little bit more aggressive on to Planeswalker, knowing the weaknesses of that Maokai. Both top laners scale very well, actually, into the late game, but I can't help but favoring Maokai in team play, considering that they don't have that Narvin combo. But as I say that, there is that a lockdown from Brio on that Sedge. Planeswalker finding that ward thanks to that pink drop, but it looks like the rotations to Dragon is Kabasco will spot them out, forcing VS to back off. They do not want to fight here, knowing that again, a little detail like this because the rest are like this white. Rotations and TPs might come, and the Planeswalker does have his TP back on him now, so both top laners will be able to join the fights if a fight does break out, but it looks like a delay on Dragon is what they're looking for. They want a clean, both teams are wanting a clean Dragon, not wanting to have any messy fights in the Dragon Pit, as this past weekend both teams have had their fair share of throws in for a Dragon fight. But Xerath is sitting pretty with that blue, stacking up that tier. Taze will be able to spot out on the second pink off ward from Planeswalker, but Planeswalker trying to protect it, not doing a great job protecting his pinks. It is just income down the trash. As Code Tyler is taking a dominant CS advantage in the mid lane, poking Looney Tune back, forcing him out of lane. Brutalizer will be finished soon for him now. As the rotations actually, Kabasco and Brio will join Coach Tyler in the mid lane as they try. Teleport comes down from Planeswalker. Ulti from Waffle will knock out Sedge, but not doing a lot of damage. And the shield from Kabasco will zone out any further initiation, but Coach Tyler is not finished. Waffle gets caught out by the stun into Brio's ulti. Planeswalker will drop Kabasco quite low. Ulti coming out from Valorant will catch Brio. The chains, though, not enough. Ultra Mega Death Rocket will drop both Coach Tyler and Brio low, but they cannot engage. Planeswalker will turret dive, but can't pick up the kill as the white camp will disengage out of mid lane. Health bars blink in red, but have yet to come out. With all that action, it looks like Sedge comes out with that kill onto Waffle. Dr. Chrono coming in, wants to duel with Rambo, sacking up that mine, favors his chances. Heal from both ADCs popped up, but Jinx having to flash away to save his life. Nice engage by Chrono there, forcing Jinx out of lane. Nice ulti coming out from Coach Tyler to zone to save his mid turret, but the split pushing Zed is coming out now as he's working away with that top tower. It looks like there has been a switch. Brio comes in, but Coach Tyler is too far to make anything. Stun misses though. Coach Tyler favors his poke, dropping Planeswalker oh so low, but thankfully he will be able to get out of there alive. Now CS's advantage is quite dominant for that mid lane. But Zed is able to get some free farm up top. This game has been dead even, but it looks like after finally forcing a Looney Tune out, they will take a secure dragon. Oh, sorry, words. Rambo does get caught out without his team, and the bloodthirsty support will pick up that kill. 3-0 and a dragon, all for the white camp, taking the early advantage. Oh man, that pink ward surviving with that 1 health in that death bush. A little bit of a miscommunication happening for the white camp. But White Camp doing really well in the starting minutes of this game, protecting their turrets from falling and securing that early dragon. First tower will go to the White Camp as well, as Trustente likes his chances with Planeswalker. He does have a Giant's Belt now added onto that Hex Drinker. Prioritizing armor, that Randuin's will sure be his first buy. Basically telling Planeswalker that he isn't a threat. The Roa is yet to be finished onto Planeswalker as well, so nice itemization route coming from Tay. A Scuttle will be taken out by 3 members of the White Camp, and another ward taken out with Tay, doing very well to deny vision of that top lane, making Planeswalker play a little bit scared. But right now, 4 members of the White Camp have rotated mid, and they will get a tower for their efforts. It looks like they will let Tay continue to push up top. He does have TP available for him, as the 4 members of the White Camp will siege mid. Ping is going down. The vision control of the White Camp is quite impressive, actually. Absolutely having full vision of Victoria's Secret's bottom jungle. They see all the rotations happening as they send Chrono down to re-push that bot wave. Some free farm coming on. Both supports will find each other in the river, but Black Shield will prevent that stun happening. Looney Tune trying to see what his chances are to go on to Gobuzco, but he has finished his Sightstone, and I think no, he has yet to upgrade his Relic Shield yet. So pretty tanky, still having lots of health. You cannot underestimate that passive armor and magic resist that Braum can give to himself. Nice death mark on the no mana, but Kabasco and Brio able to peel for Tyler there as they disengage there. Nice ulti from Brio will secure. Oh, nice Shadow Shuriken coming out from Looney Tune. Will pick up his first kill of the game onto that Braum. But carries are still yet to die. Coach Tyler still stacking up that tier, finally picking himself up a needlessly large rod. So lots of poke damage coming out from that Xerath. Brio, though, having that Glacial Shroud onto, picking up a second Sightstone, something that I have been telling White Camp to run that double Sightstone. Vision has been their biggest bane in this tournament. So nice evolution to see them picking up that double Sightstone. Will help their vision control. This game has been quite impeccable. And Roa finally completed onto Planeswalker, getting now able to prioritize all those tanky items that Maokai loves once his Roa starts stacking up. IE finished for both ADCs though, so a lot of damage coming out for both ADCs, now wanting to fight quite a bit. Now Looney Tune, though, has yet to finish up that cut. That Blade of the Rune King looks like that vision control for VS's jungle is going to continue for White Camp as they bully them out of their own jungle. Thanks to the split pushing that Looney Tune has been doing up top, though, he has caught up in farm with Coach Tyler. So that Xerath Zed matchup pretty even right now. Zanya's finished up for Coach Tyler. Will be able to negate that death mark. I've been questioning Looney Tune's death marks, though, on to Coach Tyler, as Brio and Kabuzko have been able to be close by to peel off that Zed, not able to net him a kill so far. This game quite close up, though, as Dragon is spawning within a minute. Both teams are posturing for it, but vision control for the white camp has been so top-notch down in that bottom jungle. They see everything that VS is trying to do as they set up for this second Dragon. And it looks like VS is wanting to contest it, knowing that that 6%, though it's not that much, will give them a little bit of breathing room. But that split pushing from Zed is going to be a problem as he goes into Tay, but that random wins is finally finished for him, as it doesn't do that much damage. Tay does not have TP, though, so he won't be able to join this fight. It is going to be a 4v4, but Valorant gets poked out. The happy feet is real with him, as Coach Tyler is denied a kill. But that should be Dragon, as Valorant is forced to go back to base. Meanwhile, Trust and Tay likes his chances, knowing Deathmark is on cooldown, will get a solo kill for himself onto Looney Tune, and the rest of his team does pick up the second Dragon of the game. 4-1 in kills, 2-0 Dragon. The white camp is extending their lead that they were able to get during the laning phase. Now, towers have been a little bit sparse on Victoria's Secret side. They have been denied thanks to that Xerath poke available, able to clear the waves out quite well and get them off of those turrets. Now, it looks like Kabuzko is going for that Kindle Gem. Whether or not he's going to put that into Aegis, it looks like he might go for Locket, though the double AP is a little bit tenuous. Maokai still does quite a bit of damage in the late game, so it's not too bad of a pickup, but as I say that, he does pick up 2 Chain Vests, so it looks like he's just going to pick that up for some health and CDR. Meanwhile, Valorant is sitting on arm guard, trying to work up towards that Zanya's Hourglass himself. Blaze the Rune King finally finished for Looney Tune. Should be able to give him a little bit more sticking potential and damage as he goes up there. As for Waffle, he is itemizing a little bit more damage than I would like. He should just be happy with the Warrior Enchants, but he has gone ahead and picked up that Brutalizer as well. They really need another front line with him, though, as Jinx is able to do enough damage, but it looks like the white cap is sieging up. Chrono is going to pick up a kill onto Waffle, but answers for 2. It is a 2-for-1 trade for the white cap as they peel back. They do lose Kabuzko, but Valorant, Ultra Mega Death Rocket not doing much as Chrono eats it to the face, but he was sitting pretty with full health. Meanwhile, while all of that is going on, the Zed split push has paid off, finally securing that bottom tower as he works away at that tier 2. Meanwhile, Chrono is able to get the T2 mid tower, though, and Tay is able to deny Looney Tune a T2 of his own. So the white camp definitely coming up ahead in that team fight, as Kabuzko was the sacrificial lamb, getting caught up a little bit too close to that turret. Looney Tune will just find a pink ward, will finally take it out. Taylor not able to defend that, as VS is able to clear the Dragon Pit ward, but that's okay because Dragon is not going to respawn for another 5 minutes. So revision is not going to be that important there. It looks like a 3-man rotation down here onto Looney Tune. Looney Tune has no idea. He finally sees them and catches out, shadows away. Nice block shield going to prevent any further chase from the white camp, keeping that Zed quite safe. Now let's check out itemization. Frozen Heart now finally finished up the Sejuani. She is going to be a tanky Poro rider. While nice giant spell coming out for Waffle Waffle. That's what I want to see from him. He is going to be working towards that Randowins. Planeswalker is stepping up now, finally, after he finished out that Roa, picking up that Kindle Gem. It looks like he's working towards that Locket, going to be the more supportive role, considering the fact that Morgana will be wanting to output a little bit more damage with that Zanya's pickup. Nice. Both ADCs are super close, but Chrono up ahead thanks to those 2 kills and 2 assists. Will have a little bit of an advantage, but it looks like 3 members of the Whitecap will go on to Planeswalker. The flash from Plains will keep him safe. Brio missing his ulti, unfortunately. As 3 members of the Whitecap will be pushing that top lane. Meanwhile, Valorant and Rambo are trying to take that T2. Nice ulti coming out from Kabuzko to zone them out, trying to buy enough time for his team to come save this. Nice ultimate coming out for Tyler, but he only is able to land one on Rambo, dropping him to half health. But Kabuzko does buy enough time for his team, saving that T2 mid tower. Now Dragon is going to be spawning in about a minute's time. Both teams already posturing for it. Neither of them have vision put down, as they are trying to see if they can clear out each other's wards. Sweepers are going down, pinks are being dropped, but it looks, oh man, the Whitecap just has a great position happening here. Now Victoria's Secret has some time to pull back. It looks like the vision from the Whitecap is paying off as they steal away that blue buff. Oh, actually, Waffle Waffle is able to smite it out. Wukong ulti comes out, only knocks up the front line of the Whitecap though, as Kabuzko is trying to appeal for his team. Chrono is doing so much damage, will pick up the kill on Waffle Waffle. Deathmark goes on to Coach Tyler as he falls. Double kill coming up for Looney Tune as he picks up both Coach Tyler and Brio. The Whitecap definitely fudging up that play, as its first dragon is going to go towards VS as they pick up their first dragon of the game. Messy engage coming out from the Whitecap, knowing that Brio's ultimate on that Sedge was on cooldown, and the black shield on Morgana, keeping Looney Tunes safe from the knockup on that Braum, able to pick himself up that double kill. Will be nice pocket change for Looney Tune as he finishes that last Whisper. Lots of pen, lots of damage coming out of this Zed. The split push monster is real. Both teams are quite at a deadlock now. It looks like Jinx is able to finish her Phantom Dancer. I don't know if Chrono is sitting on 1200. He should be able to finish that Phantom Dancer, and he does, also picking up a pickaxe along with it. So ADC's deadlock. Thanks to that fight, though, oh my goodness, Deathmark coming onto Tay, doing tons of damage, dropping him quite low, denying Looney Tune a kill, though, thanks to all that randomness that he has. Brio's there, able to support Tay, but teleport from behind from Planeswalker. Tay needs to get out of there, but Brio doing his best to peel for his top laner. Flash being forced out of Brio, but Twisted Advance able to stick onto it. Ultra Mega Death Rocket from Jinx will pick up the kill onto Taylor. He stayed a little bit too long. Brio needs to get the heck out of dodge as 3 members of the VS is pushing out, and they will get that top T1 tower. All outer towers now have fallen for both teams, freeing up some of that map vision. A little bit of a misplay from Taylor, getting not realizing that that Rambo had his Mega Death Rocket. Waffle taking a lot of damage from the turret. Tyler is here with Kabusco taking a lot of poke from Rambo. But in the meantime, all this is going on. Chrono is split pushing down in the bot lane. They finally send Looney Tune back to stop the split push. The split push calls from both teams have been so on point this game. Able to always trade out tower for tower. But the white camp up in towers 5-3. Farm pretty well. Tay still has quite a bit of farm advantage onto, oh no, active PC. Go back to PC settings. I am so sorry, guys. Oh no. Help me. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. As I said, I am only borrowing a computer from the LAN. Technical difficulties are bound to arise. But as I was saying, Tay does have the CS advantage on Planeswalker. Planeswalker finally, speaking of Planeswalker, finally finishing out that Spirit Visage. All that AP poke coming out from both Kabusco, Taylor, and Tay with that Brio Sedge. Great pickup on him, going to keep him safe. But they do have to find an answer on to Chrono with that 3-0-2 Tristana, going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Now, as it looks like Taylor is going to, or Tyler is working towards that death cap. Nice death bar coming on to Tay, but he ulties that nice ulti on that Nard to push a Looney Tune away. Now, as both teams posture out, Taylor does have TP available as he tries to force Looney Tune to stop his split push. Taylor does know that Deathmark is on cooldown, but Looney Tune with that Last Whisper will still be able to do a lot of damage. Nice wave clear coming out from Coach Taylor to deny that siege that VS is trying to do in the mid lane. They have sent Chrono up top, so VS know that they are without an ADC as they find themselves in the jungle. Sweepers are going down to deny the rotational vision onto the white cap as they rotate down. Now they are trying to call for Chrono to rotate bot, but I think it's going to be too late. Braum ulti trying to disengage. Nice ulti from Sejuani on all 5 members of VS. Waffle will throw down the ulti to disengage for his team. Chrono is finally here for his team. They're trying to chase. Nice ultimate from Valorant will pick up the kill on that Morgana. Tyler with the snipes. And the siege is not going to pay off for VS, and that is the worst time that Valorant could have died, considering the fact that Dragon is going to spawn in 30 seconds. He will be up for the Dragon, but there is going to still be some travel time. So if the white camp will get it, will take Dragon as soon as it spawns, they could essentially get it for free. Especially if Zed is going to show top lane. Taylor still has that TP available for him, so they would have the numbers advantage into this Dragon Pit. Planeswalker doing his best to deny vision for the white camp as he tries to sweep out the Dragon Pit. But as I said, the vision is impeccable. Deathmark goes over to Tay, knows that Mega Gnar is not going to be anywhere close. Planeswalker will catch off Coach Tyler, but Kabusco and Brio are there to peel for him again, keeping their poke safe. Taylor is dropped quite low, but as I said, Looney Tune already using that Deathmark out. TP available for Tay, but he is blinking red. Now it looks like Waffle likes his chances as they pull out that Dragon from the Dragon Pit. Nice Flame Chomper zoning out the white cap, but looks like Planeswalker is able to zone out just enough, and it's going to be a second Dragon to VS as though, but the fight turned sour as Chrono will pick himself up a triple, will pick himself up the quadra kill. The resets are real. Quadra kill for Chrono down in the Dragon Pit. It was totally not worth as they will make their way up as they siege the inhib towers for VS, and I don't think Looney Tune has an answer for it. And oh my goodness, though they get the dragon, they are going to lose an inhibitor as all 4 members of VS can do nothing but watch as Chrono just decimates their entire team. 12-6 as the white camp turn that dragon fight on its head. Will be able to secure that blue buff for Taylor. Tyler as well. Oh goodness. Taylor, so confusing. White camp, please change your name. Name change incoming. So that's great. Great fight. Considering the fact that Tay was not even there on the Gnar, even though he had that Azanias, but he was able to keep Looney Tune preoccupied, so he could not come and help his team. The Tristana resets were enough to pick up that that quadra, sorry. And all for his efforts, he is able to finish that last whisper, working towards that bloodthirster, and definitely leagues above Rambo's Jinx right now. As I said, the matchups to definitely watch for was that mid, the top, mid, and ADC, and though they were really close during the laning phase, it looks like Tyler and Chrono are able to come up ahead of the competition. Flash forced out from Taylor though, as Deathmark and Ignite are dropped on him. Looney Tune has been very questionable on his Deathmarks, as he has been Deathmarking the tankiest member of the White Camp. Unfortunate. And again, I'm sorry guys about the sound coming out from the game. I will try to fix it for next game. But it looks like the White Camp likes their position, teasing the Baron Pit. Nice sweeps out. Valorant trying to gain vision on it for his team. They definitely don't want to let the White Camp get a free Baron, considering the lead that they have established for themselves. But Super Minions are now pushing away for TWC. Thankfully, Jinx is able to shred those Super Minions. And again, some itemization problems that I'm finding. Waffle has finished his Black Cleaver instead of going tanky, and honestly they do not need his damage, considering they have enough with that Zed and Jinx. They really need Valorant though to step up, considering the fact that most of their damage is AD. Flash being forced out of Waffle as Brio chases him down in his own jungle. Split push from Tay has been keeping at least one member busy, and it looks like they like their chances of dragon. This Baron is going to fall so low thanks to Chrono. But nice Deathmark onto from Looney Tune will not be enough to pick up the kill onto Tyler. Oh my goodness. Fight going on. Valorant in the pit. Nice. Soul Shackles will go. Waffle is able to smite away that Baron Pit as they fall. Big mistake coming out from it, but double kill for Chrono. It's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange, but 3 members. Tay is able to pick up a retribution kill though onto their ADC. Now only 2 members of VS will have that Baron buff, but still big mistake coming out from the White Camp. pulling the trigger on that Baron fight a little too soon, considering the fact that VS had full vision in the pit. But thankfully, with Death Timers getting to be up there, they might be able to pick themselves up another inhib turret. But Deathmark going to be put onto Chrono, dropping him quite low, not quite enough. Looney Tune is going to chase. Coach Tyler doing as much poke as he can to help his team disengage from this. Definitely not a fight that they want to take right now. And as we hit the 40 mini mark, nice flashes coming out from Flameswalker, but Tyler will flash away for the disengage. Tay recalling in quite a precarious situation, but he is going to be quite safe. Man, this team fights have been so back and forth with these two teams. Definitely. Oh man, the catch out to Valorant, not wanting to finish that off. Back shield will be enough. Brio is going to, oh my goodness, nice Zonyas to Valorant. But finally Tyler will be able to pick up that kill. A little bit of miscommunication coming out from the white camp, letting Valorant come away. Nice ulti from Waffle, but again he has no tank stats as he gets chunked out. Nice peel coming up from Looney Tunes as Looney Tune drops out, but the death mark is going to be enough to drop Chrono. Jinx doing big damage onto the in the background. Will trade kill for kill again, as it's going to be, well, Valorant was already dead. Still a 2 for 2 in that team fight. Coach Tyler will be just face tanking Jinx. Rambo not doing enough damage right now. Trust and Tay finishing that Sunfire cape. What a tanking Gnar he is, even though he doesn't need Mega Gnar at the moment. But second inhib will fall for the white camp, I can imagine.
We just won the other PC.
As second inhib for the white camp will fall, they will be taking quite a commanding lead in this game. But hey, hats off to VS taking little wins across the map where they can. But that's it. Dragon is live right now. Third Dragon is going to be big, as both teams will kind of vie for that movement speed. Will help both comps to gain the picks that they need to snowball the fight in either of these teams' favor.
Yeah, we're set up. Okay.
Sorry guys, little lightheaded onto it. But it looks like VS is going to secure the third Dragon of the game. Oh, yeah, a nice Waffle will smite that out. The white camp not in position to contest that Dragon. Man, and as I said, all of VS's games have been slugfest, and this game is no different as we hit the 43 minute mark. These teams have been going at it all weekend, guys, and I am slowly fading. My voice cannot possibly keep up with this. But here it is. They are going to secure that middle inhib that has spawned again. Chompers, Rambo is trying to do his best to zone with those chompers, but it is going to fall. It looks like the white cap is just going to disengage, but VS is going to go in. Nice flash soul shackles from Valorant will take out Brio, but again, Waffle not that tanky. Deathmark goes on to the tankiest person on the team. Again, Lunatic not done. He will pick up the kill. On to triple kill for Looney Tune. Quadra kill. He wasn't done as Tyler was forced to Zonyas, but a quadra kill for Looney Tune will swing the tide of battle, as they are going to push out that team. And oh my goodness, even with inhibs down, VS still able to make plays. Great shot calling and great focus coming out from VS to turn that. An ace will pick up, and a tier 2 will fall, maybe even more, but thankfully Rambo is forced to defend the base as a Nexus turret drops really low, and Looney Tune, that Z damage is unreal. right now, as he is also finished that Hex Drinker. He is doing his best to juke Brio. He might die for this inhib, but it's totally worth. Banshee's Veil is going to protect Brio from that damage. Oh, as I should say, it is not enough to take him out. Ultra Mega Death Rocket being blocked out by Kabuzko will save Brio's life. And Baron is going to respawn in 50 seconds. So pings going down for both teams as they are going to try to posture for this Baron. Now, this next Baron is going to be a deal breaker. Both teams are going to try to land a fatal blow on the base of their opponents for this dragon, for this next Baron fight. Vision is going to be dropped down. Chrono is so huge, though. We need to talk about him a little bit. 11, 2, and 4 on that Tristana. They try to catch Valorant actually up, but Black Shield will be enough to disengage. But on the other side, Looney Tune with his own Quadra to answer Chrono. Pulling out all the stops for his team, keeping them in there. Both teams doing quite great. And guys, if this is the level of BCal that we can expect in this split, it is going to be one good spring split for BCal. And as with that said, Baron is going to go over to the white camp as they try to get Chrono to push over, but Chrono gets caught out by Looney Tune. Deathmark will go down onto Chrono, dropping him really low, but Chrono pops Looney Tune's GA as he's able to come out, but also Mega Death Rocket from Rambo will pick up the kill. Trust and face tanking 4 members of VS. He is not falling right now. Waffle will try to chase, but Trust and Tay is so tanky as both his teams are here to support him. It turns out Brio does not want to fight that at all. His ulti was down. They do catch Tay out of position, and Kabuzko will be the next to fall. It is going to be a 3-4-0 VS. The white camp not able to get anything out for that Baron fight. Though 2 members of the white camp still have Barons, it's going to be a precarious situation now. VS doing the best that they can to drag out this game. And this is what they've been known for. They drag out these games into a really, into a very late game, and they just capitalize on the mistakes of their opponents, and death timers will be so low that they can just win off the game from one mistake. Great job on VS for this, though. And sorry, folks, it looks like there is going to be a raffle happening behind me. Shout outs to Zotac for sponsoring GottaCon. They have been great, giving away a bunch of free stuff. And thanks to that, VK now has their jungler back. He was able to win, actually, a computer from Zotac yesterday. Sorry, we have an intense match, and I'm talking about our sponsors, but hey, this match could not be brought to you without Zotac sponsorship. Definitely able to help GottaCon pick out. But it looks like they are going to be posturing out for another dragon fight. VS in a better position now. They do have the better vision control. They are doing their best to zone out the white camp out of it. Rambo doing great work on those chompers. Nice binding lands for Valorant as he likes his nice soul shackles. Will go on to 3 members of the team. Will go on. Looney Tune, nice death mark onto Chrono. Will pop his GA, but he falls. Though nice resets coming out from Chrono. Will pick up Waffle as again he is not tanky enough. Kabuzko will try to peel for his ADC, and he is going to be able to. Nice Targons keeping Chrono really healthy as Dragon is able to be defended by the white camp. Planeswalker caught all by his lonesome as he is the last person to go, and Brio is going to live with his life. It is going to be a clean ace for the white camp as pings will go down to try to take those two inhibitors that have respawned for VS. Man, this game has been back and forth, but as you can see, the wave for the top lane for the white camp is pushing in their favor. They have done a really good job controlling their wave clear, and it looks like the white camp is saying no, screw Dragon, screw tier 2 tower, we are going for the win, and we are going to end this here. Cabuzco doing his best to tank out the tower. He is tanky enough as well as Justin Tay, and after 50 minutes, the clean ace will result into the white camp winning game 1 of this runner-up final after 50 grueling minutes.